Hello, this is Grandmaster Ron Stone, bringing you another podcast about Hapkido and the martial arts, sponsored and brought to you by the USA Hapkido Union. And I want to encourage all of you to investigate the USA Hapkido Union and join, and also look into the Korean Martial Art Instructors Association. So today, I want to answer a question that was posed to me by another martial artist who actually had a black belt in a non-ki related style, one that really wasn't into usage of chi or ki. And his question was, why is it that it seems that since he just started Hapkido as a white belt, why are we starting out with just grabbing this, grabbing the wrist, grabbing the elbow, and grabbing the sleeve? He doesn't understand that, because the other style that he studied started out with punching, kicking, and throwing somebody. And we're getting right into the down and dirty. He didn't understand this. And of course, we're going to talk in these podcasts, we're going to break it into two parts. First part's a little historical perspective, which is what we're going to talk about today. And then the second one is we'll talk about instructional explanations of this. And for now, here's the background. When Cheong-sul came over from Japan to Korea, when he returned, he had been raised in Japan by a well-known, famous martial artist named Takaku Sakeda. So when he came to Korea, he got a job at a brewery. We all kind of, those in Hapkido know this story. The founder of Hapkido got into a fight at the brewery from a brewery gang or a union or whatever, and cleaned their clock. And the owner's son, who was a judo master, was watching this, and he said, wow, here I am, a master of judo, and I couldn't do that to that many people attacking me. So he immediately got together with Cheong-sul and encouraged him to start a school. He was willing to fund it because he was a wealthy individual. And so Sabak Sup started with Cheong-sul, started the school, and they tried different names until they settled on Hapkido. Well, the history is this. What Sabak Sup wanted from Cheong-sul was to learn defenses against judo, how to fight against someone who was proficient in judo. Obviously, that was his background. And as a judo master, he wanted to know, how do I fight this? And that's why initially, some of the first beginning stages are, what do I do from grabbed here? What if I'm doing grab there? How do I break out of this, and how do I counter? So Aksup wanted to know, how do I fight a judoga? And that's why, historically, that's how most of the initial Hapkido education starts. Hope you found this a little bit interesting. Hope you join us for some more podcasts. I said we want to go into how to teach this, how to utilize ki and live hand in these initial instructions. And we'll join you soon for another podcast. Thank you for listening to my ramblings, and have a nice day.